So I've been thinking about basically what's it called? What was I thinking about? Okay, so I was thinking about how in the physical world things are gonna happen. People are gonna move their bodies. You see, when you talk about justice, you're actually talking about what you put out is gonna be reeled back in. So it's always spiritual. Spirituality and emotion exists so that justice can be served. So obviously you like okay, so let's say you're walking on your path and then you go astray. There where you stray, God's gonna pull you back into the path because the straight path is the path that God wants. That's the path God wants you to walk on because that's the path that God is close to you on. The whole meaning of life was always just for you to be close to Him. So, yeah, so where you go astray, there He's gonna pull you back in. Obviously, that's the rewinding like a TV show process. God's always watching you. When you're on the straight path, when you deviate, when you sin, is when you deviate. So He pulls you back to that straight path by reversing it. But He doesn't reverse you physically, right? You're not physically walking backwards. Just spiritually, internally, you undo it, and that causes obviously confusion. It's like you're walking forward, but you feel like you're backward. That's what confusion is. It's when God is rewinding you back into the straight path that He has set for you, and the rewinding process again is a spiritual thing. It's like your memories are being undone or rewinded like a TV show, but you're still in the moment, moving in the physical. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that everything that a being has done, wherever they deviate, God pulls you back in, and that's basically the correction. That's the justice. So we have to stay on the straight path. We have to not sin, and we have to keep walking with our little feetsies toward a relationship, toward paradise ultimately, which is a place without any sin. But what that really means is just walking with no distance between you and your Creator. Because what is a sin? It's just you what is a sin? It's distancing you from the Creator, and it's you basically saying to God, I don't want to know you. That's what a person says to their Creator when they sin. Now, how do you know if something is a sin? If it feels wrong. If it feels wrong to you, that's because it's against your own predisposition. Therefore, that's for you a sin. Otherwise, it'll be perfectly good. It'll take you on the path. This is why, by the way, people can be doing good. They haven't done too much evil, and then suddenly they can get confused, or something happens internally with them that they get lost or confused or even anxious or depressed. Again, that's just God unwinding where you have slipped up and gone astray. Because if you want goodness and pleasure, that's going to be with God. He is the source of these things. Where you go astray, you're asking for the reverse treatment.